In the world of sports, we often hear tales of multi-talented athletes who could have chosen different paths. Bo Jackson and Deion Sanders are names that often come up. But few stories are as interesting as Hall of Fame pitcher Tom Glavine, a prodigy on the ice and a master on the mound. Imagine a young man from Billerica, Massachusetts, a quaint town north of Boston, growing up equally immersed in the worlds of baseball and hockey. As a boy, Glavine would switch from skates to cleats and vice versa with the seasons, and he was elite at both sports. In June of 1984, just 2 days before being selected by the Atlanta Braves in the second round of the MLB draft, the Los Angeles Kings selected Glavine 69th overall. To contextualize this, the Kings picked Luc Robitaille, an eventual NHL Hall of Famer, 102 spots after Glavine. He was also selected 2 rounds ahead of future NHL Hall of Famer Brett Hull. And it's no surprise the Kings took a chance on Glavine, as he scored 47 goals and 94 points in just 23 games during his final season of high school hockey. As a kid, Glavine watched Bruins games with his dad, and like many kids of his generation, Glavine shifted his focus to baseball when hockey season ended. He always had a strong arm, but says there was a time when he was more well-rounded on the ice than on the mound. When it came time for Glavine to think about college, he wanted to attend a school that would let him play both sports. Before being drafted by the Kings and Braves, Glavine committed to the University of Lowell because they had solid programs in both sports. While the Kings were open to giving Glavine time to develop at college, the Braves offered him a contract to become a professional ball player right away. After consulting with his parents, Glavine decided that signing with the Braves organization was the best decision for him. At 6 feet and 175 pounds, there wasn't anything particularly unique about Glavine as a hockey player. But as a left-handed pitcher, he was a hot commodity in the world of baseball. Still, choosing baseball wasn't a fairy tale ascension for Glavine. His early years in the minors were marked with periods of doubt, especially when he was back home watching the Bruins during the offseason. From 1984 until his first big league appearance in 1987, Glavine came up through the Braves minor league system. In 1984, he pitched for the Gulf Coast Rookie League Braves, going 2-3 with a 3.34 earned run average. The next year, Glavine moved up to the South Atlantic League and went 9-6. He then jumped to AA in 1986 and had an 11-6 record for Atlanta's Southern League affiliate in Greenville, South Carolina. By the end of the 1986 season, Glavine was promoted to the Richmond Braves, Atlanta's top farm team, where he went 1-5 with a 5.62 earned run average. Glavine returned to Richmond the following year and earned a regular spot in the starting rotation. During the 1987 season, Glavine was briefly promoted to the big leagues at age 21. During his short stint with Atlanta, Glavine went 2-4 with a 5.54 earned run average for a Braves team that went 69-92 and finished 5th in its division. By 1988, Glavine was ready for full-time duty in the Atlanta rotation, where he posted a 7-17 record for a last-place Braves team that won just 54 games. The next year, Glavine improved to 14-8 with a 3.68 earned run average for a Braves team that still finished last in the division. Everything changed for Glavine in 1991, when he turned in a remarkable 20-11 record with a 2.55 earned run average, pitched in the All-Star game, won the National League Cy Young Award, and helped lead the Braves to the World Series, where they lost in 7 games to the Minnesota Twins. It was the first of 5 World Series Glavine would pitch in for the Braves. Glavine won 20 games again in 1992 and a career-high 22 games in 1993. In 1995, he was part of Atlanta's World Series championship team, and was named World Series MVP. In 1998, he went 20-6 with a 2.47 earned run average to earn his second Cy Young Award. 2 years later, he won 20 games for the 5th time in his career. Glavine left the Braves after the 2002 season and signed with the New York Mets, where he played until 2007 before returning to the Braves to finish out his career. Even after establishing himself as one of baseball's top aces, hockey never left Glavine's life. During his time in Atlanta, Glavine's teammates affectionately referred to him as Gretzky, and in 1992, Glavine was invited to practice with his beloved Bruins, where he held his own with guys like Ray Bourque and Cam Neely. Today, when one revisits Glavine's career, the intrigue of what if he chose hockey lingers. It's a thought that even Glavine himself occasionally contemplates. But as a first-ballot baseball Hall of Famer, I think it's safe to say Glavine made the right decision. Thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe.